Family, friends, thanks for joining me once again in another mountain biking video. Today I'm going to give you my 1-year review on my cheetah bike. This is a 2021 Specialized Comp Turbo Levo. So I'm going to talk about 3 topics. 1, how does it feel to ride this puppy? Number 2, what things have broken on it or things that I have changed to improve it. And number 3, I'm going to tell you 2 things that I love about this bike and 2 things that I hate about this bike. So let's get started. Let's go. Number 1, how does it feel to ride the 2021 Specialized Comp Turbo Levo? So this bicycle has 4 modes. It's either off, eco, trail, or turbo. When you first ride this bike on the off mode, it just feels like a regular long travel enduro bike. They're not the greatest at climbing, but they do get you up that hill. You do feel the weight as you pedal up that hill, but if you're on flat surface, you don't even feel that weight. If you're going downhill, you don't feel it either. Once you go into your eco mode, the bike transforms. Now it feels like if you have a high-end cross-country bike, almost like the Specialized S-Work Epic hardtail. It's fast, it's nimble. You see a long climb, go for it. Do it. You yourself are going to put a lot of the effort into it. The bike is going to only assist you just that much to make you get up there. But I have ridden this bike on eco mode for about 36 miles and still have 2 bars left of battery. Let's kick it up a notch. Let's go into the trail mode. Now the bike transforms once more time. Not only does it feel like you have a very high-end cross-country bike, but on top of that, it makes you feel like you're a professional cross-country rider. Why? Because now you have more power, more stamina, you go faster. I've done about 28 miles now, 26 miles on trail mode. And again, just have a slightly battery left. But now you could go faster. You see a climb, steep climb, punchy little climb, take it. No problem. You see a rock garden and on an uphill? No problem. Go ahead and do it. Trail mode makes the flat trails much better, funner. It's faster. Now let's talk about turbo. Ooh, baby turbo. Ooh, baby turbo. Ooh, baby turbo. Ooh, baby turbo. The whole reason for owning this bike, it's turbo mode. It completely changes the feel and experience of riding a mountain bike. You want to have a grin, a big old smile on your face while you're going up? Boom, turbo mode. You want to increase your adrenaline while going downhill? Boom, turbo mode. You want to make those trails that are nice and flat into something more exciting? Boom, turbo mode. The whole reason for purchasing it, for having this bike, it's all about turbo mode. It's the one setting that puts a smile on your face no matter how you're feeling, how the weather it's outside. It's all about turbo mode when it comes to the Specialized Comp Turbo Levo. Topic number 2. What are the things that I have changed or improved on the bike to make it better? Let's begin with the front end. The suspension is still the same, but my handlebars are completely different. This is something that I replaced, not because the originals were bad, is because last year I had a bad fall which I broke my wrist and I had to get some surgery done. Well, with that bad fall, I actually bent the handlebars and needed to be replaced. So nothing bad with the original stuff. Okay. Moving on to the brakes. The brakes have held up pretty good. The only thing that I have changed is the actual brake pads, more robust brake pads. One of the biggest changes I've done to the bike is changing the group set. So the Specialized Comp Turbo Levo comes stock with an SLX group set, which is pretty good to start you off with, but because it's not a specific group set for an e-bike, you go through the cassette, the gears pretty quickly, and you wear them down. So, what I have upgraded to is the SRAM X01 Eagle single shifter. They upgraded the cassette in the back, stronger for that added power that the electrical motor is putting in. Obviously, the chain, the derailleur. But again, the most important thing is having specific e-bike components. So this shifter, the beauty of it is that you shift one gear at a time. So the SLX is good, but the problem is that when you shift multiple gears at one time. Having an e-bike, that is very dangerous because you start grinding your gears, and that's how your gears start wearing down, busting a chain. Because remember, if you have it in turbo mode and you're trying to shift, and you shift multiple gears, that causes a lot of stress and strain on your components. So having specific e-bike shifters, derailleurs, cassettes, changes the whole bike. So topic number 3, I'm going to talk to you about 2 things I don't like about this bike and 2 things I really enjoy about this bicycle. So let's start off with the negatives. So the first thing is the rear shock. It's a Fox float. It's pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. It gets the job done. It's just when you go into the extremes in those downhills and you go into rock or very rough terrain and that rear wheel needs that travel, the Fox flow gets overwhelmed pretty fast. It overheats and it starts locking out. It starts limiting that travel of the rear wheel. I know this is a comp model. I know it's more of an entry-level e-bike, but still, they could have done a way better with the rear shock. Number 2, it's nothing wrong with the bike. It's more about Specialized. When I first purchased this bike, it retailed for $6,200 at the beginning of 2021. A month later, Specialized increased their prices by about $1,300. So if I would go to the store right now to try to purchase this particular bike, I wouldn't be able to afford it. It's just too much money. I honestly believe that Specialized saw that Santa Cruz came out with their e-bikes and saw how much they were charging for their e-bikes. That Specialized got a little bit greedy and they increased their price, but that's just my opinion. So 2 things I really enjoy about this bike. Number 1, the simplicity of the E portion of this bike. What I mean, we don't have no cluster or display. It's just a simple press and it turns on. When you ride, you don't even look at the lights. You just ride. And then the simple shifting of power to Eco, Trail, Turbo. It's very simple, very ergonomic. You just turn it on and you start riding and you forget messing with it. It's pretty simple. The second thing I love about this bike is, well, it's my bike. So last year when I went out to purchase a bicycle, I wasn't looking for an e-bike. I was just out there looking for the funnest bike I could find, that dream bike. And this is where I found it, the Specialized Comp Turbo Levo. This bike has allowed me to explore more, ride more, find new trails. Overall, the experience of owning this bike, it's been incredible. You just grab it and go. I don't have to ask for shuttles anymore. I could just look at the map and be like, boom, let's do this drill. Do I need a shuttle? No. I already have my shuttle right here. Do I recommend this bike? Yes, I do. It's pricey, but for the comparing all the other e-bikes around there, for the components, what it comes for, it's a pretty reasonable price bike if you can actually come across one of these babies. Before I conclude this video, I just want to give a big thanks and a shout out to Bike Teacher. Before I change all these components, I had no idea where to start. So I started watching his videos and he basically broke it down on how to do a proper changing of the shift gears, the crank, you name it. He's an excellent resource on how to do bike mechanics. So thank you, Bike Teacher. I really appreciate it. So family, friends, thank you. Thank you very much for clicking on my video. Thank you for staying with me through this 1-year review of my bicycle, of my cheetah bike. Keep riding, have fun, enjoy life. I'll see you out there.